I don't like scripts. It doesn't feel like me. I'd never say that. I hate scripts. You know what? I'm not going to script practice because I don't like it and I don't need it. Have you ever heard that before? Have you heard anyone say that before? And maybe that person saying it, it's you. Because guess what? That person was me as well. And yet I will tell you that I did not hit top 1,000 agents in the whole country in 3 years by not knowing my scripts. So today, we're going to get to talk about how we can embrace scripts, script practice, until it becomes something that not only you love, but you're excited about. Get ready. Hello, my friends. Rachel Adams-Lee here, coming to you from Northern California. You know, I am super excited today because we are talking about one of my very favorite things that I never thought would be one of my favorite things, and it's script practice. Because you know what? Most people, they don't like scripts. Why? Because it's not them. It sounds like something they would never say. It doesn't sound authentic. It sounds like you're using someone else's words. Because guess what? You are. You're using someone else's words and pretending they're yours. And that just doesn't sound good, and it doesn't sound natural. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to kind of break down scripting a little bit for you and share with you how you can make scripts become something not only that you love, but you're excited for, and you're so ready. So first and foremost, let's just address the elephant in the room. I look a little different. I do, because guess what, friends? This little person's coming. I'm currently 36 weeks, almost 37 weeks pregnant with a little boy, our first little one. So it's not stopping me from doing videos. I'm still here for you, but just in case you're thinking something's different about her, it is. It is. Okay. So, you know, I got into real estate in February of 2012, and I remember just thinking, you know, how can I become a mega agent? How can I really master this space? And I followed these agents that were selling, 50 houses, 100 houses, 500 houses a year. And I noticed one thing they all had in common. They all did script practice. They've been doing real estate for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and they're still practicing their scripts. And I thought, I don't get it. Don't you know it by now? This is the thing. When I first started in real estate, I didn't like scripts because it was someone else's word. It didn't feel authentic to me. It didn't ever feel like something that I would say. And yet, I will tell you this, the more I practiced, the more I understood them, it turned out from being someone else's words, someone else's script, to dialogue. It just became part of who I was and how I communicated. And I will tell you this, when I go into a listing presentation or a buyer presentation, I'm stoked. I'm so ready because if they give me an objection, I'm ready to overcome it. I'm ready to handle it because I know my scripts 100%. Now, when I first got in real estate, I did script practicing 7 days a week for 8 months. 7 days a week. That is a commitment. Now on our real estate team, so we have 15 people here on our team in Northern California in Sacramento area. And we script practice 3 mornings a week still on the team. Do we know the scripts by now? Heck yes, we do. And we are real estate professionals. We're not just real estate agents, so we have to remember to act like one. So I want to share a little example with you of a script versus dialogue, so you can kind of understand the difference. One of our most common objections, right, that sellers give us is they don't want to pay the commission, right? Now on our team, we charge a 6% professional fee, 5% if we represent both sides. And a lot of times I'm in the listing presentation, right, and the seller goes, well, how much do you charge? And I was like, you know what, I'm so excited you asked about that, and we're definitely going to get to it as soon as I go over some of our marketing plan with you. And we continue on. And then we get to the commission, right? And usually what happens as an agent is if you don't know your scripts, right? If you're not super comfortable with overcoming all the objections, you're in that meeting and you're thinking, they're going to ask me about the commission. It's getting hot in here. They're going to ask about the commission. And if you're stressing about it, what do they ask about first? Yeah, That's right, they ask about the commission. So instead of being fearful of it, I'm like stoked, I'm ready. I'm like, let's do the dang thing, right? And I've practiced it so many times that when they say to me, how much do you charge for commission? What does that look like? It's usually not actually them bringing it up to me. It's me bringing it up to them. Because when I do a listing presentation, I first tour the home with them because I want to build rapport. I want to find out about the, hardwood floors that their nephew Johnny put in. I want to comment on their sweet little grandkids in the pictures, right? And this is your opportunity to really connect with them. And then I sit down and I go through my whole listing presentation with them and I show them. And really what I'm doing is I'm going value, 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 sign the contract. Value, 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 sign the contract. So tour the property, go through my listing presentation, which I will tell you, my listing presentation is my jam. I love it. I could do it in my sleep. I practiced it so many times. It doesn't feel like anyone else's words. It's my presentation. It's my heart. It's my value, right? You guys know my slogan in real estate. We live here. We work here. We're here for you. Why? Well, because we live in the community, we work in the community, and we're here for the community. So everything we do shouts that. And so after my presentation, then I go into comparables and I tell them how much their house is worth and I share with them what the market is saying, right? I am here to just interpret what the buyers are saying, but the buyers ultimately decide what the market is doing. And then, so they can't get mad at me, it's the buyers. Whoa, back off. And then we talk about signing the contract, and that's actually when I bring up the commission, right? And let's say, so how much do you charge for commission? Because, ABC brokerage over here, they're only going to charge me 4%. And I feel like, that's really what I want to do. And so I would be like, oh yeah, no, I totally understand they want to charge you that much. And I guess, that they're, they probably don't know exactly what they're doing like I know what I'm doing. And so I understand they want to do 4, but the least I can do is 5. And, you've seen what I can do. So, right. And I'm stammering and there's no confidence there. That's the person that doesn't practice their scripts. And truly, that's how everybody starts, right? Because no one starts as a master in this, right? I'm still not a master. I'm learning every day. And yet, what if it sounded something like this? So how much do you charge? Because ABC brokerage is going to be charging me 4%. And I'd say, okay, yeah, no, I totally understand that they're going to charge you 4%. There's a lot of discount brokerages out there. My concern with discount brokerages is you often also get discount service. And clearly that's not what we want for you. At the end of the day, this is about netting you the most money for your home. And I'm super confident that I can do that with my team. So do you actually know where commission comes from and how it's kind of broken down? And they always say, well, no. I know it's what you get paid. And I'll say, well, I kind of want to give you an example. So usually I'll have business cards, right? Or in this case, I have envelopes, but whatever you have that you can find 6 of, whether it's a pen or whatever you have. So what I would do is I'd say, so I want you to imagine that, my commission is 6%, right? So here we have 6 separate envelopes. And I want you to imagine each one of these counts as a percentage of commission. Well, we have to split our commission with the buyer side, right? Because we need to bring the buyers to your property to sell it. So 3 of them right here, they're gone. They're out of the picture. We have 3 left. So I have 3% commission left. Now, one of these is going to go to my broker and to Uncle Sam because unfortunately we can't get out of taxes and I have a broker. Happens to be the number 1 broker in the whole country. So that's exciting. But number 1% is going to go to my broker. Now, this one right here, this goes to your marketing. So this is those, the custom website we talked about, the incredible photography we're going to take, the 372 websites we're going to feature you on, the marketing to make sure we net you top dollar for your house. That's this percent. Now, this last percent here, this percentage goes to feed my family. So we have taxes in my broker, we have marketing, and then we're feeding my family. So which one of those did you want to not pay? And they're like, like awkward, right? So this is the thing, I can't get out of paying my taxes or my broker. I definitely need to feed my family. So the only thing I can cut down on is your marketing. And I think it's pretty clear from what you've seen, how we market properties and what we do, that we really do need to do all these things to sell your house to net you the most money in this market. Marketing is something that we really do specialize in. And, at the end of the day, it's about netting you the most money. So, I totally understand that ABC brokerage is going to do this for 4%. My concern is this: if they're that quick to give away their money, how hard are they going to fight for yours? Because they clearly didn't fight for theirs. They're doing 4%. And, other concern for that for me is, like, what are they not doing for you that you deserve to have done when you're selling your home in this market? So this is a thing. That was a script, right? But it doesn't sound super yucky. It doesn't sound slimy. It doesn't sound like I'm trying to take advantage of them. It's like, look, we're on the same page here. We're on the same team. And at the end of the day, we have the same goal. It's netting you the most money for your property. And the other thing that's so important, you guys, is you've got to ask what their motivation is for selling. What is the next step? What are they doing after they sell their home? Because if it's really important to them to sell their house by December so they can get to their daughter's college graduation in New Hampshire, then when you're talking about the pricing and they're wanting to price it way too high, Sue, I totally understand that you want to get the most money for your house. If I could get you $1 million, I would. My concern is, your granddaughter, she's graduating in December. And if we price your house too high, people are going to look at you and they're not going to even walk into the doors because it's out of their price point. And yet, if we price our house a little bit lower, where we actually show houses have been selling, within the last 6 months, comparable to your house by bedroom, bathroom, square footage, lot size, and condition, we're just putting you in a better position. Because the last thing I want to do, Sue, is have you have lowball offers. When you price your home too high, people either don't come in and see it or they lowball you. And, we want to make sure that you're at your granddaughter's graduation in December. So let's do the right thing. Let's price your home appropriately where the market is actually speaking, and we'll get you in that next stage of your life, right? So those are all scripts, but I will tell you, I practice, and this is the one thing I want you to have. I want you to have a little mindset shift. So here's a script. Here's you. What's the difference between this part and this part? It's practice. I know it's not sexy. I know it's not always fun, and it's going to get you where you want to go. You need to turn your script into dialogue. Okay? Turn your script into dialogue. Script practice like you've never practiced before, right? On our real estate team, we have an entire book of scripts. Buyer scripts, seller scripts, pre-qualification scripts, because we need to be ready to go. We need to be ready to do the dang thing, close the deal, sign the contract, help people with the biggest financial decision they'll ever make, which is buying or selling a house. And they're trusting you to do that, you guys. It's a huge honor. All right, my beautiful friends, I hope you found value today in talking about script practice, and maybe you can take it from something you don't like to something you love, you're passionate about, and you're excited to handle those objections, to help those buyers, help those sellers, because they are trusting you to help them find the American dream, right? I don't know if I'm going to be around much longer. I'm going to be popping out this baby any minute here. So stay tuned. Hang out with me on social media. Connect with me on Instagram. Love to chat with you on Facebook. Obviously, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section here. And, I would not be a real estate professional if I did not ask for the business. So if you guys have anybody moving to Northern California, I would be super honored to help service them to the highest level with my team. I'm currently sitting in El Dorado Hills in my home office, which is just outside Sacramento. So we service the Tri-County area, and I hope you have the most fantastic day and that this video added value to your life and your business.